there's this powerful idea I heard from Chris Williamson called the lonely chapter. And I relate it to building the business too, but it's when you want to make a change and none of your current friends are also joining in on that change. And so you have to put in those reps for that to develop the skills to be able to then bring in a new group of friends. And it can be really lonely and easy for you to go back to your old ways and old habits so that you feel like you belong rather than feeling like that weird guy. But in building the business, there are a lot of those moments where you have to make that decision to change. And I think back to when I started my first business over a decade ago. There are so many of those moments where, I'm thinking to myself, what ifs? Like, did I just waste a bunch of years showing up and doing this thing? Is this actually going to really work out how I would want it to work out? Or the moments where I scream for no reason, like I got to release energy, or, those moments of just crying, of having to feel that fear that comes up with making that decision, moving forward. So what I realized was I had got to respect the resistance. And that's something that's so important, is to respect the resistance and then notice the patterns, because it can get you off track after you've made that decision. You can feel really exhausted. And so when you notice the patterns of what you say and what you do, it doesn't mean it's still going to be a hard decision, but then it becomes easier to tap into the courage to move forward. And instead of feeling like you staying stuck for a long period of time, move forward and take that action so you can continue to grow and develop. You got this.